Welcome to the Bluegrass family. I'm so happy that you're here on our channel. We are working on some outdoor projects today, getting these window boxes planted up and making some strawberry jam. These are just really simple homemaking tasks that I enjoy doing every spring whenever we get our fresh strawberries and whenever it's time to spend a lot of time outside and enjoy the beautiful flowers just around our porch and patio area. It's a simple task and it's a fun and rewarding task because as you water your flowers and watch them grow, you can just sit back and relax, and it just makes your space so cozy and inviting, and that's what I really love to do as a homemaker. I spent one warm afternoon getting my potting soil out and getting it mixed with some water and just gathering all of my plants. I said in a previous video that I did that I like to take pictures of where my containers are going to be so I know if I need to buy some shade-loving plants or some sun-loving plants. And so in this little area, I've got a lot of red and yellow decor kind of sitting around my greenhouse, and I decided to go with some geraniums and some marigolds. And those love sun, and they just added a pop of color in that space. I had this super old crock, and I'm not actually going to leave it out on this picnic table because I couldn't drill any holes in the bottom of it, and I didn't want the rain to just continuously pour down into the container. So I moved it over onto my patio so I have control over how much I water it so that it doesn't start to get root rot from the bottom. But I just love the container and I wanted to use it for flowers. I love finding a lot of old baskets and tubs, different containers. I've got the wheelbarrow video, anything I can find like that to put flowers in. I just think that when you find these little trinkets like this basket and this crock, it just adds a little vintage kind of fun element to your decor and to your space. And I love anything vintage and thrifted, so I'm all about it. I've had these window boxes for several years. They actually used to hang below our windows at our old house, but we did have some trouble with them actually staying put on the brick, and so we haven't tried that at this house yet. I've just been using them to sit on our porch and our patio. They've held up really well for me. They're just wooden boxes painted white. I think it's an outdoor paint, but I love planting them up every year with some cascading flowers. And I just think window boxes are so cute and cottagey. And if you actually can get them underneath of your window, that's really fun. So this is just some kind of concreted rebar that I do have a bird feeder hanging from it, but I don't like it. I just think it's ugly. But we haven't been able to actually pull it up out of the yard. So I decided to buy, I think this is called a black-eyed Susan. I bought one last year and it grew up the side of our railing in the front porch, and I loved this. So I bought another one at the greenhouse this year, and what I'm hoping is it will grow up this rebar and kind of start to cascade. So I might be able to tie some string to this post over here and let it just kind of grow and vine up is my goal. So I wanted to get I just save a lot of my flower pots from years to years, and I just collect them as I go. Some of the plastic ones do kind of crack and break and I have to throw them out, but I really love this green color. It's what I painted my front door, and it's what we just got our garage siding done in. So I just love this deep earthy green color, and I'm gonna mix these pots with a couple of more rustic looking pots. I have a rustic crate that I'm gonna sit one on, and then I've got another taller rustic planter that I'm gonna sit all three of them together around our fire pit. I don't put a ton of flowers out there, but this year I decided to add some sun-loving flowers, and then you can kind of see this hanging basket over here to the left. I've also added that as well. This year I actually ventured out and got a few different types of flowers that I haven't gotten before. I did do some herbs, so I've got lavender and things like that, but I bought these zinnias and I used them in a lot of different planters, so I'm excited to see how the zinnias do for me. I haven't actually bought those before, so they're new to me. We have so many strawberries right now. Like I said, Dave has planted, I think we have 60 strawberry plants in our patch, so we have a ton, and they're all coming in. And so what we've been doing is cleaning them and washing them, slicing them up, and then trying to freeze them. But we had enough at this point that I thought it would be a good idea to try to make some strawberry jam and get that put back. This is my first jam of the season. I haven't done any canning yet, so this is my first thing, and me and my littlest got in the kitchen and we just had a good time making this jam. It's really simple and easy, and it's not super time consuming if you've already prepped your strawberries and you've already got those ready to go. You just mix in 7 cups of granulated sugar with 8 cups of strawberries. I did slice these strawberries and I measured them that way, and then added in my 7 cups of sugar and mixed that all together. You put it in a pot on your stove to boil, so you bring it to a rolling boil and you let it boil for 1 minute. And then you add in your pectin. So I had liquid pectin that I used because I already had that on hand. So it was 1 pouch of liquid pectin. And once you add that in, you let that boil for another minute. So you want to get it to where it's kind of a gelling point on your spoon. I've made jam a few different times, and I have definitely made mistakes over the years. So I did immersion blend it this time, and so it's a little bit... it's not as thick as I would like it to be this time, but I believe it's because I did immersion blend it so thin this time. So that's kind of my fault. But I really love strawberry jam, and I love having it on hand for pancakes, for ice cream, for toast, biscuits, sourdough, all of the things. So it's just a wonderful way to preserve our strawberries. Once the mixture was finished boiling for a minute, I immediately took it off of the stove, and I had already prepped my jars, so they had been boiled in a water bath canner for 10 minutes to sterilize the jars and the lids, and I immediately ladled the jam into the jars. I think this made 10 or 12, I can't remember exactly, but I had quite a few jars of strawberry jam. And once I ladled it all into the jars, I put everything back into the water bath canner and make sure that it's covered 2 inches above the lid with water. Bring it to a rolling boil and let it boil for 10 minutes to seal your jars. That's if you want to can them. So, or you could just put them straight in the refrigerator. Either way, it depends on how much you have, but I went with canning them. Our strawberry plants have grown so much since I took this video, but I wanted to show you all. This is before we planted 30 more strawberry plants, and they have grown leaps and bounds. So we're super excited about all of our fruits and things that are coming in, and we hope that you all stay around and you can watch some of our more farm fresh videos and just our activities around the farm. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We hope you all have a great day.